Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to six, and the general manager of Dan Cummins Chevrolet Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealer in the United States of America. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Well, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is Monday, April 30th, and I am so glad to be here, man. I am so thankful to be back on the Rise and Grind with you guys. I hope you had an incredible weekend. Did you have a good weekend? Go ahead and put a comment in there and let me know if you had a good weekend, because I know I had a weekend that was just filled with fire. It was emotionally awesome. There were moments where I cried. There was a massive cotton candy shortage. There was a strange man with a ladder. There was an encounter with a little person. It was all kinds of crazy this weekend, but I'm going to tell you, I learned some amazing stuff. I learned some amazing stuff this weekend that I am going to share with you guys as we kick off our Monday morning. It is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Just letting you know that. So before we dive in to all of this, of course, what do we got to do first thing in the morning, boys and girls? We got to get some music going. I think we're going to mix it up. I think we're going to play some new music today. We're going to play a little bit new music, something a little bit different as we get into it. You know what I'm saying? As we get into it like this. Now, look, guys, it's incredibly important. Right now, this is the perfect time. This is the perfect time for you to hit that share button, all right? We got to get some people in here today. We got to get them motivated and jacked up on a Monday morning. So this is the perfect time for you to hit that share button, all right? Get some music going. All right. You guys feeling that? Feeling that? I'm feeling that. What's up? There we go. Good morning, Josh O, my man. Patrick Booth, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, Eric Mitchell and Jason James. What's up? Scott Simon. Good morning, my friend. We got a great show for you today. You're going to love it. Good morning, Jeffrey Lee Parton, David Richardson, and Sean Jones. What's up, John Hinkson and Troy Cord, my Dan Cummins crew in the house. Good morning, Joe Miller, Melvin Rodriguez, R.C. Hazard. Now listen, guys, Facebook has still been throttling my posts, so it's even more important that you hit that share button. We got to make sure that everybody knows. People aren't getting notifications, so I need your help. Make sure you comment. Make sure you say good morning. Make sure you keep this thing pushing and growing and rising and grinding. And I believe I just saw my man, Kevin Martin, hop up in here. Good morning, Kevin Martin. Kevin, we got an incredible show for you today. I'm so glad you're here. I am so glad you're here. Good morning, Brandon, and good morning, Josh. All right. Everybody's in here. We got the music rolling, and now it's time to go. It's time to talk about the 4 things. I learned 4 things this weekend, dude. I learned 4 things this weekend that I'm going to take with me for the rest of my life, and I'm going to share with you guys, and hopefully you'll take with you for the rest of your life. But basically, my wife and I, this weekend, we took 3 of my kids, okay? It was me, my wife, 3 of my kids. Here we are right here. And we went to a Cirque du Soleil show at Rupp Arena here in Lexington, Kentucky. Okay, so Cirque du Soleil, Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky, me, my wife, Joel, Willow, Savannah. It was super cool. So we go to this show. Now, before the show, prior to the show, I had told my kids, I had got them hyped up about the fact that this was kind of like a circus. It was going to be super cool. They were going to love all the stuff, and they were going to get some cotton candy. Of course, right? You can't go to the circus without cotton candy. So I told my kids, look, there's going to be cotton candy, and it's going to be awesome. And they were jacked up about it, and they were stoked. So we get into the place. We get into the line. The sign up there says cotton candy. We work our way up to the front. And as we work our way up to the front, the lady right in front of us asks for cotton candy. And the person behind the concession stand says, hey, we're completely out of cotton candy. We're completely out of cotton candy. The entire stadium's out of cotton candy. This circus has been here and it just ran us out. Everybody's been wanting cotton candy, and so it's gone. And so I looked over at my kids and I could just see the disappointment in their face. They were like, dang, man, no cotton candy. Now, don't get me wrong, I got good kids. So they grabbed some other candies, some M&Ms, some Kit Kats, some things like that. And we were cool. We went back to our seat. And as I was sitting there, I just thought for a minute. I thought, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Why am I giving up so easy, right? Everybody's coming in from the entrance. That's the first concession booth right there. I said, let me go check something. So I went back upstairs. I went all the way around the arena. I went all the way to the other side, which there was barely anybody on the other side. So I went around to the other side, and as soon as I got around to the other side, right there behind the concession stand, there was all kinds of cotton candy, man. There was tons of cotton candy there. So I thought about that as I went back to the seats and I carried my kids their cotton candy, and I was the hero, right? Pops was the hero. I brought them their cotton candy. I saw the smile on their face, and I thought, man, how often do we do that in life? How often in life do we allow someone else's opinions to become our facts? You see, this woman at the concession stand, it was her opinion. It was her opinion. She assumed that there was no cotton candy left in the entire theater. That was her assumption. That was her opinion. But it wasn't fact. Now, I was about to go ahead and accept that. I was going to accept her opinion as fact for a moment. I almost did. And then it kicked in and was like, wait a minute, man. Luckily, I had that motivation. I had that fire, I had that fuel, right? From the kids, you know, when your kid looks at you like, really, Daddy? Luckily, I had that aha moment. So that was the first thing I learned this weekend, was that we can't allow other people's opinions to become our facts. Go out there and find out for yourself, man. Go out there and find out for yourself. Climb the steps, walk around to the other side of the arena, and see if that's true or not. Don't let someone else tell you who you can or cannot be. Don't let someone else tell you what you can or cannot do. Just don't do it. Go out and figure it out for yourself. Feel me? Feel me. All right, cool. Check it out. Second thing I learned. I got 4 things that I learned this weekend at Cirque du Soleil with my family that I'm going to share with you, that you can apply, that I'm going to apply, that I think is stinking cool. So make sure you hit that share button. Make sure we got everybody up in here this morning, because Facebook's been throttling our posts, so I need your help. Second thing that I learned this weekend. Second thing that I learned that you guys can learn, that we can share together. And second thing I learned is that real magic, it truly does exist, man. Magic exists out in the universe. I'm telling you, not magic like card tricks. I'm talking like magic. These moments in time where your life transcends to another level. You see, as we were at this Cirque du Soleil show, which had giants and little people and different costumes and all kinds of people doing amazing acts and amazing things, in that moment, as we were sitting there, my son, he was watching this dude. This dude was doing some like flips on this trampoline like bed thing, just flip after flip after flip after flip after flip. And my son looked over at me, and he just his jaw dropped, and his eyes got so wide, and he was just like, really? Like, he couldn't believe that this guy was doing this. And this is, my son is really into like handstands and cartwheels and backflips, and you know, he's into all of that stuff. My son is, and so for him it was a magical moment, and I teared up, man. I teared up a little bit. The water went into my eyes as I looked at my family, and they were enjoying this magical moment. And I thought, man, real magic does exist. I mean, Willow was completely enthralled, and Savannah was overwhelmingly amazed, and my wife was laughing. And I compare that to just our normal day-to-day grind. You know, that normal day-to-day grind where we're just trying to keep it all together, and we're trying to do our best at adulting. And that's what tends to happen. There's these moments. Now here's the thing. You have to take the time to find it, okay? You have to take the time to find it. It's impossible to see the magic that exists in the universe when you're just running through your day-to-day. It's impossible. But if you take the time, we took the time. We went and sat down at the theater. We sat down at the stadium. We turned off our cell phones. We grabbed our cotton candy and our popcorn, and we sat together as a family, and we watched this amazing, fantastic stuff. We watched it happen in front of our eyes, and it was magical. It was just this incredibly magical moment. And so I'm here to tell you this morning, Monday morning, as you're going out into the world, as you're going out into your day-to-day, make sure that as the weather is getting better, make sure to take a look around. Make sure to smell the roses. Make sure to see the beauty that exists out there. Make sure to see the magic that exists in this universe, because it is everywhere around you. You just have to take the time and see it, man. But it is everywhere around you, I promise. It was such a beautiful, magical experience yesterday. So those are two of the things I learned. Now, I've got two more things to share that I learned this weekend. Now, since I'm sharing, it's important that you share. So make sure you hit that share button so we can get everybody in here this morning, okay? Third thing that I learned, okay? It was amazing, all right? Look at this picture, dude. All right, here's the third thing that I learned. With hard work and a lot of practice, and this is kind of like right on my face. I wish I could move it. Wonder if I can. I don't want to mess anything up. Anyways, with hard work and a lot of practice, seriously, all you need is a ladder. I don't know if you guys can see this picture. Those of you that are kind of working out and you're not actually looking at the screen, I've got a picture of a man. He's on top of about a 25-foot ladder. There's an angel above him hanging this hook. There's a man down at the bottom that's kind of looking up at him. But the way this act started was this strange man comes out and he's carrying a ladder. And at first the ladder he's carrying is only about 8 to 10 feet tall. But he takes this ladder and he stands it on the stage. He doesn't lean it against a wall. He just stands it up against the stage. And he climbs the ladder to the top, and then he climbs down the other side. And we're just like, what the heck just happened? How did this guy just climb a ladder and down the other side when it's not leaning against anything? Do you understand? It's just there. He's got it balanced. And then he does all of these tricks with this ladder. And he is utterly captivating. I mean, we can't take our eyes off him. He's got this strength and this balance and this ability to just, I mean, it's amazing, truly amazing what this one man is doing with this ladder. And I thought, I mean, he stole the show. When I asked my kids later what their favorite parts were of the show, they all said the same thing. It was the guy with the ladder. And I thought, here was this crazy show, man, with tens or hundreds of different things going on and people flipping and balloons flying and all of this stuff, right? There's all this stuff going on. And the guy that stole the show was a single dude on the stage with a ladder. It was just him, man. And it was the most captivating part of the show, the whole show. And I thought about that, man. With enough hard work and enough practice, all you need is a ladder, man. All you need is that one thing that you're amazing at. That one thing that God designed you to do. That one thing that you do better than anybody else. If you just practice and dive into that one thing, you can steal the show. You don't have to have all the stuff. This guy didn't need all the lights. He didn't need all the clowns. He didn't need all the people. He didn't need all the music. He didn't need all of that. He needed a ladder and a stage, and he stole the show. That's something I have to remember in my life, and something I wanted to make sure to share with you guys today is you might not have all the stuff. You might not have all the money. You might not have all the flash, and you might be thinking, I can't do it. I can't get there. And I'm here to tell you today, yes, you can, because you have the only things that matter. You have you have God. You have this ability to be the best version of you that you can possibly be. You don't need all that stuff. You don't need all that stuff. Incredible weekend, man. Such a powerful weekend. I'm still jacked up, dude. All right, we got one more. I'm going to sip on these ketones, dude. Are you guys taking your ketone? Hey, quit drinking energy drinks and start drinking this stuff. You want to have energy like Glenn Lundy does? Drink your ketones. I'm telling you, man. Get off that Monster Energy crap. Okay. All right, last one. Hope everybody's been hitting share. Make sure you're hitting share. I need your help. All right, number 4. This is the last thing. Last thing that I learned this weekend, and then we're going to get out of here because I got to get to the gym, okay? All right, check it out. So we're at the show, right? We're at the show, and there's a little person. They got a little person strapped to some massive, these big old helium balloons. Now they're not like rubber balloons. These are like hard plastic balloons. They're filled with helium, no strings attached, nothing. And they take this little person, and he lifts her into the air. And as he lifts her into the air, he pushes her out, and she goes out into the crowd, man. She floats out into the crowd above our heads, and people are reaching up. They're reaching up, and they're like touching her feet, and they're like pushing her up, and she keeps going higher, like into the crowd. You know how like when they toss a beach ball out into the crowd? That's what they did to this little person. They tossed her out into the crowd, and she bounced around in this helium, and it was so magical, and it was just truly incredible. It was this incredible experience. And as she was floating around, I thought, think about the story of this little person, man. Think about this little tiny person who normally everybody looks down at, who is so small that has no choice but to have to look up at everyone. But in this moment, in this one moment when she's strapped to these helium balloons and she's floating around out there, in this one moment, everyone's looking up to her. Everyone's reaching out to her. Everyone's wanting to touch her. Everyone was just wanting a piece of her. And I thought, man, what can I learn from this? And I thought, man, all it took was some creativity, a strong desire, a dream. She had a dream, a strong desire, some creativity, and then she had to have the right fuel, right? She had to put the right fuel in the tank. We had to put some helium in those balloons to get it rolling. And that's what we can learn from that. Listen, I'm here to tell you today, all right, with the right fuel in your tank, you can fly. All right, and that's why I'm talking about drinking like ketones instead of drinking, instead of drinking Monster Energy drink, going out and working out in the morning, making sure you're taking care of your body. With the right fuel in your tank, you can fly. And all it really takes is a little bit of creativity, man. You got to have creativity, desire, and a dream. You put those things together, and you can put yourself in that same position. You can put yourself in a position where people can come to you and they'll reach out to you and they'll want to touch you. They'll want to touch you. And they'll want to lift you up. These people were all lifting this girl up. They were just giving her a little boost. The whole audience as she floated around and bounced around with these helium balloons. And I just thought it was truly amazing. I'm going to wrap this up. There's 4 things that we learned. First thing I learned is someone else's opinion does not have to become your facts. They told me there was no cotton candy in the building. I almost believed them. I had to go figure it out myself. Number 2, magic really does exist, people. It exists all over the place. Take a look around. You're going to see it today. It's beautiful. Number 3, all you need is a ladder. What is that one thing that you're best at? Focus on that. Work hard. Practice on it. You can steal the show. And number 4, with enough gas in the tank, you too can fly. With the right fuel, you too can fly. I promise. Listen, you are an amazing, truly amazing human being. You really are. Bambi, Lindsay, Jessica, RC, Stephanie, Archie. You guys are incredibly amazing human beings. Like, it's unbelievable the choice that you are making. You are choosing to be a member of this elite group of people that actually get up. We rise and grind. We're attacking the day. You're putting all this positivity out into the world. See, you're inviting people into this group that we have called #RiseAndGrind, which, by the way, has stalled out a little bit. So if you haven't invited anybody in a while, let's invite some more people to the group. You're inviting people to the group, and then you're posting all this positivity. This positivity is powerful, people. It is making an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers, on everyone around you. It is truly Amazing. You're working hard at becoming the absolute best version of you that you could possibly be, which is incredible because you are a child of God, uniquely made in his image to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. And you're doing an amazing job at just that. And I, for one, absolutely love you for it. I'm not sure if anybody's told you yet today, but I want to be the first. I absolutely love you. Make sure you share the hashtag Rise and Grind. Invite people to the group. If you need more videos, go to GlennLundy.com. There's over 100 videos up on GlennLundy.com. You can check us out there. Also, if you need some Rise and Grind gear like I got back here in the corner, you can get it at GlennLundy.com. And last but not least, you can get your tickets to the hashtag Rise and Grind event August 12th, which is going to be amazing. You can get those tickets there as well. I'm going to get my behind over to the gym because I'm feeling froggy this Monday morning. Time to get it. You guys have an amazing day. Love you. See ya.